There is a thin line between being rich and ensuring that all your children and your children's children will live as luxuriously and opulently as you. Such is the case of the 10 richest families in the world. Number 10. The Koch family. In a world where luxury is synonymous with the good life, few families personify opulence like the Kochs. With an estimated fortune of more than $68 billion, the Koch family has built an empire spanning various industries. From technology to manufacturing, Koch Industries is currently the largest private company in America and one of the largest oil producers in the world. The Koch family definitely wants to stay that way, as they are very involved in American politics. For example, Charles and David Koch invest heavily in opposing any climate change legislation and are among the largest donors to the Republican Party. In the last decade, the right has received more than $1.5 billion from the Koch family. The Kochs certainly know how to splurge when it comes to extravagant purchases. They are known to have acquired exquisite artworks, such as masterpieces by famous painters like Monet and Picasso, turning their homes into private art galleries that would make any connoisseur's heart race. Still, nothing screams billionaire like buying an old photograph for $2,300,000. Of course, the photo is not just any yellowed piece of paper, but an original photo of Billy the Kid. However, it seems that William Koch has a weakness for the Old West, so spending what is essentially pocket change on a photo apparently is not a big deal. Buying a $2.3 million photo sounds a bit excessive. It is nothing compared to how the richest Indian family spends their enormous fortune. Number 9. Ambani family. Being the richest family in India must say a lot. Yes, the country of 1,400,000,000 people is not especially known for income equality. Those who are rich in India are extremely rich, but no one lives as luxuriously and extravagantly as the Ambani family. Led by the formidable business magnate Mukesh Ambani, the Ambani family is known for its immense wealth and extravagant lifestyle. With an astonishing net worth of $85.1 billion, the Ambanis have earned their fortune primarily through Reliance Industries, one of the largest conglomerates in India. From telecommunications to petrochemicals, the Ambani empire spans various industries, but it is their taste for the finer things in life that truly captures attention. You need not look further than the Ambani house to see their luxurious lifestyle. The family of 6 lives in a 27-story building called Antilia. This masterpiece, towering over Mumbai, is currently the most expensive private home in the world. Valued at approximately $2 billion, the house is a true work of art, with its lotus-shaped exterior and magnificently decorated interior. The family lives on the top 6 floors of this mega mansion, while the rest is dedicated to various luxury amenities, such as a private cinema, a state-of-the-art gym, and a world-class spa center. The most notable feature of this house is the snow room, where the temperature is kept at 0 degrees all year round. The first 6 floors of this opulent mega mansion are the family's garage, where more than 160 cars reside. Among them are custom-made Rolls-Royces, limited edition Bentleys, and many other ultra-expensive and luxurious cars. Even so, despite their luxuries, the Ambanis are also actively involved in philanthropy, contributing to various charitable causes. Their generosity knows no bounds as they strive to positively impact society and uplift those in need. Yes, the Ambani family definitely knows how to stand out in the social circle of the super-rich. Even so, compared to what comes next, their waves are more like a storm in a teacup. Number 8. The Betancourt family. When we talk about wealthy families, we often look at a patriarch at the top of the pyramid. Well, not with the Betancourts. Here, the late and great Lillian Betancourt was the matriarch who elevated the family to their ultra-rich status. It's not that the family was poor before Liliane's arrival. In fact, the Bettencourt family is an old noble family that can trace its heritage back to the Norman nobles of the 14th century. However, under Liliane's leadership, her family's branch managed to gain fame, fortune, and the status of one of the wealthiest families in the world. The matriarch herself was the richest woman in the world, valued at $44.3 billion at the time of her death in 2017. Today, the family is worth more than $92.7 billion. The main source of income, of course, is the iconic L'Oreal cosmetics empire. Today, this titan of female beauty is in the hands of Liliane's daughter, Françoise Bettencourt-Meyers, who followed in her footsteps and not only became the richest woman in the world, but is also among the 10 richest people today. Françoise ranks 9th with an approximate net worth of $92 billion. Despite their enormous fortune, the Bettencourt family is surprisingly humble. Yes, they live in luxurious homes, drive exceptional cars, and enjoy the good things in life, but they prefer to stay away from the spotlight and enjoy the serenity that only $92.7 billion can buy you. However, compared to our next entry, the Bettencourts are quite spenders, despite being a little less fortunate. Number 7. The Slim Family. The Warren Buffett of Mexico, also known as Carlos Slim Helú, is the patriarch of the 7th wealthiest family in the world. With a fortune of more than $95 billion, the Slim family can truly enjoy an opulent lifestyle, but they do not. Instead, the patriarch of the family, Carlos Slim, is among the wealthiest people who prefer to lead an exceptionally ordinary lifestyle. Despite his enormous fortune, Carlos still lives in a modest 6-bedroom house that he bought when he amassed a decent fortune 40 years ago. Moreover, the Mexican of Lebanese descent limits his salary to only $24,000 a month, so don't expect to find outrageous purchases under his command. Carlos is well aware of the struggles of ordinary people. He started selling sweets and drinks to his friends at 10 years old. As you can imagine, his great fortune did not come from this venture, but from América Móvil, the largest mobile phone operator in Mexico. This company alone has a net worth of $70.5 billion. However, Slim has made other successful investments and today is among the richest people in the world. Even so, most of his money goes to charity, as he supports education, the arts, and sports in Mexico. This shows that Slim was a self-made billionaire. Unlike the family that comes next, they actually amass their fortune through someone else's work. Number 6. Wertheimer Family. The Wertheimers, known for their enormous wealth, are the perfect example of how to make billions by leveraging someone else's genius. Their opulent lifestyle is a testament to their shrewd financial decisions and a series of strategic maneuvers that led them to the pinnacle of wealth. At the heart of their saga lies a partnership that began in 1920 when Pierre Wertheimer made a deal with the emerging fashion icon, Coco Chanel. Recognizing Chanel's innovative designs and her vision for a global fashion empire, Wertheimer, leveraging his expertise in commerce, became a key figure in Chanel's expansion plans. However, the terms of their agreement caused controversy. While Wertheimer secured an astonishing 70% of all profits, only 10% went back to Chanel. This unbalanced arrangement could hardly be described as straightforward, highlighting the sharp business acumen of the Wertheimers. Chanel managed to win some legal battles, but the climax of her revenge was during the dark days of the Nazi occupation of France. Coco had connections in the German Nazi Party and convinced them to take over the Wertheimer Company, who were of Jewish descent. However, Pierre Wertheimer, always one step ahead, cleverly transferred the company to a collaborator aligned with the Nazis, and, after the end of the war, the Wertheimers quickly regained control of the powerful fashion house. The transfer by Coco Chanel marked a crucial turning point for the fortune of the Wertheimer family. They seized the opportunity and acquired shares of Chanel, securing their dominance over the iconic brand. With their new control and a shrewd understanding of the global luxury market, the Wertheimers capitalized on their fortune, investing wisely to expand their wealth exponentially. Today, the family business is run by Pierre's grandsons, Alain and Gérard, who increased the family fortune by investing in luxury vineyards throughout France and horse breeding farms around the world. So, that's what I call the sweet ending. However, if you're more interested in sweet beginnings, I have just the ultra-rich family for you. Number 5, the Mars family. This is the most hated family in the world, at least by dentists. Kids really love them, although I doubt they know who's behind the iconic sweet. Who doesn't know Snickers, Twix, or Mars bars? Who could have guessed that mixing chocolate with caramel could bring you $126 billion? The saga of the Sweet family began in 1911 when Franklin Mars and his second wife started a candy business. The twist here is that the business failed due to the First World War, but it laid the foundation for what later became the Mars candy business. Today, the company has expanded far beyond traditional candies. One of the most notable deviations from the original business idea is entering the pet care market. The family invested almost $9 billion in this endeavor, which obviously succeeded. Today, it is estimated that the Mars company is worth around $45 billion and employs more than 130,000 people worldwide. Although the Mars family is discreet about their personal expenses, some notable purchases have come to light. In 2007, it was reported that John Mars, a family member, bought the historic Marbury Hall estate in England for approximately £50 million. The property features luxurious gardens and an impressive mansion. In addition to their businesses, the Mars family has demonstrated their commitment to philanthropy. The Mars Foundation, established in 1965, supports various charitable causes. They have contributed to educational initiatives, conservation efforts, and scientific research. I wonder if they are looking for a way to send a Mars candy bar to Mars.
Yes, the Mars family is truly impressive, but compared to what comes next, they are simply a bunch of poor beggars trying to sell you a candy bar and charge you too much for it.
Number 4, the Walton family. Nowadays, becoming a city in the United States has little to do with a minimum population, a local government registry, and a metropolitan character, and much to do with whether the town has a Walmart or not. It seems that these megastores have taken over America, and naturally, the Waltons, the family behind the stores, have become extremely rich. The family's fortune dates back to the late Sam Walton, who founded Walmart in 1962. Today, Walmart is a global sales empire, with more than 11,000 stores in 27 countries. With an estimated net worth of over $250 billion, the Walton family is consistently among the richest families on the planet. Despite their enormous fortune, the Waltons are often considered simple people. However, they have their moments of indulgence. For example, Alice Walton, daughter of Sam Walton, is an avid art collector. In 2011, she opened the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art in Arkansas, which houses her extensive collection. One of her notable purchases was a famous painting by the artist Georgia O'Keeffe, which she acquired for the astonishing amount of $44.4 million. The Walton spending extends beyond art, as they have also made significant investments in philanthropy. The family has donated billions of dollars to various causes, including education, health, and environmental conservation. Additionally, they are active contributors to the Walton Family Foundation, which supports initiatives aimed at improving the lives of individuals and communities. Number 3. The Arnault family. The Arnault family, known for their immense wealth and luxurious lifestyle, has left an indelible mark on the world of business and fashion. Led by Bernard Arnault, the patriarch of the family and the richest man on the planet, the family is now valued at nearly $240 billion. The family's journey to prominence began in France, where Bernard Arnault took control of his father's construction company in the 1970s. However, his vision and sharp business acumen propelled the Arnaults to new heights. Under his leadership, the family diversified its investments, venturing into the world of luxury goods. The crown jewel of their business empire is LVMH Moet Hennessy Louis Vuitton, a conglomerate that includes renowned brands like Louis Vuitton, Dior, and Givenchy. This global luxury powerhouse has cemented Arnault's status as a leader in the industry. Of course, this immense wealth does lead to some extravagant purchases. For example, the Arnault family owns a 150-year-old castle near Bordeaux and an 18th-century palace in Paris that costs more than $220 million. However, real estate is not really a passion, but rather a business strategy. What truly excites them are yachts, as the family owns 2 super yacht manufacturing companies and an ultra-luxurious yacht, the Symphony, 100 meters long, valued at $150 million. In addition to all that, the family owns several luxury hotel chains and a private island. What they do not have, however, are private jets. It is not that they cannot afford them. In reality, the family owned a Bombardier Global 7500, considered the largest and longest private jet in the world, costing $75 million. They also had a Bombardier Global 6000, valued at $23 million, and a Dassault Falcon 8X, valued at $45 million. Even so, Bernard decided to sell them due to environmental concerns. Although the luxury lifestyle is definitely not foreign to the family, they still allocate enormous funds for charity. For example, Arnault donated $234 million for the repairs of Notre Dame and around $11 million for the prevention of forest fires in the Amazon rainforest. While Bernard Arnault is the richest man in this world, the Arnaults barely get their bronze when it comes to family fortunes. What can be said? Brilliance only takes you so far. To be as incredibly wealthy as the top 2 families on our list, you need more than a sharp mind and a knack for business. You need power. Number 2, the Rothschild family. If your family is constantly associated with conspiracies and philosophers with tinfoil hats insist that you are a 5-dimensional lizard ruling the world, you can be sure that you are the richest family in the world. With an enormous fortune of $400 trillion, you can imagine why the Rothschilds are always portrayed as the villains. But when you are so rich, you really do not care what some drunk from Eastern Europe thinks of you. The Rothschild dynasty was established in the late 18th century by Mayer Amschel Rothschild in Frankfurt, Germany. Their initial success as bankers and financiers led them to prominence, expanding their operations to the major financial centers of Europe. Their meticulous management of international financial affairs during times of political instability earned them a formidable reputation. Today, the family holds shares in almost every profitable business in the world. Along with banking, they are also involved in mining and construction. The Rothschilds own several of the largest mining operations in the world, including the mining company Glencore, valued at $127.5 billion, Rio Tinto Mining, valued at $103 billion, and Agora, oil and gas, valued at $1.4 billion. Furthermore, the family owns RIT Capital Partners, valued at $7 billion, and LA Champagne Financier, estimated to be worth around $121 billion. However, these are just investments. The Rothschilds are well known for their love of art. Their collection, valued at more than $2 billion, has been a perfect example of how you can flaunt your money with style. Additionally, the family owns real estate valued at $25 billion worldwide. Among their most prized possessions are Chateau Mouton Rothschild, valued at $200 million, and Waterston Manor, valued at $356 million. Of course, there are some luxury items that family members have purchased over the years. Nat Rothschild, for example, bought the super yacht Planet 9 for $102 million, but that is the general exception. Most of the family is reserved and rarely appears publicly with outrageous or flashy purchases. That is one of the most notable differences between the Rothschilds and the richest family in the world. Number 1. The Al Saud family. If you think of grotesquely rich people, I bet the Saudi royal family of Al Saud comes to mind. Their extravagant purchases and lifestyles can make even lottery winners seem frugal. Of course, with $1.4 trillion in their bank account, it's really not surprising that the family lives a truly opulent lifestyle. The wealth of the Al Saud comes mainly from energy and oil trade. The family manages several highly successful companies dedicated to oil, gas, and other energy resources worth trillions of dollars. The biggest contributor to the wealth of the Al Saud family is Aramco, the largest oil producer in the world, responsible for 15% of the global oil supply. So, naturally, this energy giant is valued at around $8 trillion. Additionally, the family also holds stakes in major banks, telecommunications companies, and construction firms, among other businesses. They have investments in so many different areas that they probably don't even know all the details. So, as you can imagine, they don't exactly live a humble and simple life. Instead, they have a motto: if it's not golden, it doesn't deserve our attention. This includes golden cars, yachts, decorations, and even a golden escalator. In fact, wherever King Salman, the patriarch of the Al Saud family, travels, hotels have to renovate all their decor with golden motifs and custom furniture. But that's just the icing on the cake. Mohammed bin Salman, the crown prince, is well known for his extravagant lifestyle and for owning several very expensive properties around the world. Among them is the Chateau Louis XV, valued at approximately $300 million. The Abraj Khudai Hotel in Mecca is worth $3.5 billion. And of course, the writing of Neom, the self-sufficient linear city that would transform the Saudi Arabian desert into a magnificent paradise-like place. The price of this beauty will be approximately $1.1 trillion, although it is still uncertain if the project will be completed. Talking about the exquisite lifestyle of the Al Saud royal family is a vast topic that deserves its own video. So, why not see how Mohammed bin Salman spends his billions? Coming up next.